What's up, YouTube? My name is Gavin, and today we're talking about Chanel Allure Home Sport. So as I said in the intro, we are going to be reviewing today this beautiful bottle of Chanel Allure Home Sport. But before we can talk about the fragrance itself, I need to tell y'all how I got it. So I got this fragrance in a lot off Facebook Marketplace. Shout out Facebook Marketplace, if you know, you know. But I got it alongside 3 others. I'm going to tell y'all the other 3. But before I tell you guys how much I got it for, I want you to drop a comment down below and just take a guess of how much I got these 4 fragrances for, because you will not believe me. So first and foremost, we have Chanel Allure Home Sport. Then we have a bottle of Paco Rabanne Invictus EDT. La Mer Original, or JPG Junior in the tiny bottle. So underrated, by the way. And then, you're not gonna believe me with this one, but a bottle of Parfums de Marly Ojan. So go ahead and drop your comment down below. I'm gonna tell you the price in 3, 2, 1. $150 for all 4. I would have paid the $150 for just this, but he was trying to get rid of the fragrances. I was there to help him out, so took them off his hands for $150. But now it's time to talk about what we came here for, Chanel Allure Home Sport. So I was able to pick up this fragrance about month and a half ago off Facebook Marketplace. Nothing in the lot I got came with a box, but I do have a Blue de Chanel box to show you the Chanel presentation. Nothing special, just an average cardboard box. And this bottle, this is the eau de toilette version. You do get a cap that clicks onto place. You get Chanel branded across the cap, Chanel logo on the top, but nothing special with the atomizer. Then on the bottom, you just got information about the fragrance. So now let's get to the smell. I got my test strip. Let's test this atomizer. That's good. That's good stuff. So incredible. So off the top, right after you spray this fragrance, you can get a lot of those green notes. Chanel Allure Home Sport is a very green, aquatic, fresh style fragrance. It has a lot of citrus, a lot of vanilla there on the base. But once you first smell it, probably the top 3 things you're gonna smell is those C notes. Then you'll get a lot of that neroli and also some pepper poking through. Then as well as a little bit of vanilla that's in the base, already starting to poke through, a little bit prevalent in the opening. But this fragrance is really overpowered by all the C notes, the neroli, and that pepper. But right here we got our notes printed out, shout out Fragrantica. And off the top notes are orange, C notes, aldehydes, and blood mandarin. In the middle, or the heart, you get pepper, neroli, and cedar. And in the base, you're gonna get vanilla, tonka bean, which is really just more vanilla. You'll also get some white musk, amber, vetiver, and resin. So this fragrance does settle in pretty quickly. Off the top, like we said, you do get a lot of that neroli, those C notes, and that pepper, very prominent, very through. But as it dries down, those C notes are still very present. It's a very kind of like mossy smell. You could imagine going to the beach and just walking out to the water. That's really what this fragrance smells like. You could truly go get beach water, put it in a bottle. That's how they came up with the Chanel Allure Home Sport. But like I said, that green, very prominent all throughout the fragrance. No matter how long you have it on, every single time you go back to smell it, you will get a lot of those green notes. But throughout the base, you do get more of those woods coming out, a little bit of that cedar, a little bit of that vanilla. But this fragrance, from top to bottom, all throughout the wear, you are going to be constantly picking up that neroli, that pepper, and a lot of those C notes. So now let's talk about the performance. Chanel Allure Home Sport will perform on average. When you first spray it, it does come off very loud, also very synthetic. But that syntheticness does go away as the fragrance dries down. The projection does settle in. This will last off my body for a couple hours. That first hour, hour and a half, it will project maybe a little bit even above average. Then it settles in a bit, not to the point where it becomes a skin scent, but to where it will be kind of hard to smell that silage. You will be leaving a pretty good scent trail behind. And that will last probably about 6-7 hours. So like I said, pretty average. I will say with this, you do get an above average scent trail, but when it comes to just projecting off your body, it's average, maybe even a little bit below average. Chanel Allure Homme Sport does remind me of a few other fragrances though, one of which, Jean Paul Gaultier Paradise Garden. If you know me, you know this is my signature scent. You could probably always smell this on me. I spray this so much, even when I don't spray it, I still smell like this. But Chanel Allure Homme Sport does remind me a little bit of it, just with those sea notes, those aquatic notes. A lot of that vanilla in the base does come through. The vanilla is more prominent in the Jean Paul Gaultier. I would say this is a better fragrance. Surprisingly enough, this is less synthetic smelling. And just all throughout, this is a better fragrance. It does remind me of it. Really, any fragrance that has those aquatic, ocean, type of maybe even salty, mossy, fresh notes, something like Goldfield and Banks Pacific Rock Moss could ring a bell. All of those fragrances are very similar, but Chanel Allure Homme Sport does stand out a little bit in contrast to those, just because of how strong those green notes are and those sea notes. So, should you buy Chanel Allure Homme Sport, you could pick up a bottle in this size off Sephora for about $145. Good luck finding anything from Chanel off of discounters. It's impossible. So your best bet is either getting it from an authentic place, somewhere like Dillard's, Chanel's website, Sephora. If you want to take the risk, getting it off eBay, Facebook Marketplace. This turned out good for me, but be careful out there. There's a lot of fakes. I would say if you do like this style of fragrance with that vanilla, some light citruses, bit of white florals with that neroli, some spices and that pepper, and a lot of green notes and aquatic notes, I would say this is right up your alley. This is a very good, high quality fragrance. Average performance, but I think this really is something that if you like it that much, this could be someone's signature scent. So I do recommend this is a try before you buy. If you're not a fan of green or aquatic fragrances, this probably isn't for you. But if it is, you will absolutely love this fragrance. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like on this video. Drop a comment down below if there's anything else in my collection that you'd want to see me review. If there's any new fragrances that you think are similar to this, feel free to drop whatever you're thinking down in the comments. I'd love to hear from y'all. But make sure to subscribe, ring that bell, drop a like. I'll see y'all in the next video.